What we're looking at here is M96 Porsche Boxster 3.2 liter engine. This particular one only has 56,000 miles on it. The lowest one I could find at the time, anyways. Um, as you can see, this one is an automatic. I've got the flywheel off of there. Bolts for a T55. Pretty tight, but I think the torque specs read as such. As you can see, this is the intermediate bearing, and I've got the cover off, which took a little bit of convincing. Obviously it's a little dirty on the inside here, which I'll get cleaned out. What I'm in here to inspect is, obviously we want to make sure that the bearing itself is fine, but I'm also looking to see if we have a double bearing, like a side-by-side bearing, which some of these did come with. There's also the single width bearing that is also common in these. The kit that I'm looking at does update from the roller bearings that are supposed to be in these to the conical bearings. Typically with the conical bearings, you don't have to worry about keeping them lubricated as much as the ball bearings, and that's where the typical failure is on these engines. But as you can see, it's still together. It will be going in the car here soon. I'm still in the process, but big shout out to where I got this engine from, over in just south of Massachusetts, Boston, Massachusetts, sorry. They had this one running, and it was listed for a while, and I watched it, and finally had the money to get it, and thankfully they shipped to me over here in South Dakota, which, believe it or not, wasn't that expensive. But this is probably the lowest mileage version that you're going to see one of these in the States, especially watching it run beforehand as well. You really got the sense that, yes, it was running and driving, but I believe the transmission was the issue with this one, and whoever had it did not want to get it fixed. But came with all the accessories. All the wiring harness is intact. Every plug-in, everything is disconnected, no snipped wires. And that's the nice thing about these engines from these higher end suppliers. You really get the sense that they care about their job and they want to give you the best quality product that you can. My plans for this engine, of course, are going to go back into an 03 Boxster Spider that has the IMS bearing. It's covered in metal all over the engine, so could be a rebuildable core. Don't know if I'll get into it that deep, simply because these engines are not a whole lot of fun to take the heads off and clean them out every little port, but simply put, these flat sixes are a joy. As you can see, I love H pattern engines. You can see an EJ253 over there, which is waiting for the heads to be done on it, and that will go on another project. But anywho, I guess follow me for more updates, and we'll call this a test run to see if anybody is interested in even watching this build, even if it is just a stock build. I'd like to go through and find all the things that we need to do while it's out, just to save the headache on the other side. But I'll document as I go along, and I guess we will look at potentially subscribing if you want. going to create a series of this. And any questions, leave me a comment.